Here's our native bees. And Anthony's just going to get one on his finger so you can see how tiny they are. Got another hive down here.
Oh!
There's a few more coming out of that one.
Let me try to get some on it.
Don't smush them. Oh look, there's one on your arm.
Look.
And they're only very tiny bees.
Yeah, they are only very tiny bees.
Well, come over, we'll go over and see the big bees. And here's Dad lighting the smoker. Why do we need smoke, Dad?
To calm the bees, so they don't sting us when we go into their home.
Yeah, because this is their home.
And so here's some beehives. 1, 2, 3. And another little tiny one down here, number 4. So we're just putting some smoke into the hive through the little entrance.
Yes. Okay.
This is just down there where all the bees come and go.
And come in.
And we can have a look in these hives. We can have a look at the bees inside
Yes.
before we open it up. Do you want to open it up, Anthony?
Yes, Mommy.
See all of those bees in there, hard at work.
Yes.
Bit more smoke as we open up the top of the hive.
Dad, can I do the smoking?
Once we get it open, okay? Here, I'll take
Now there's
that
2
tool.
sections of these hives. One part's where they just make honey, and one part's where they lay their eggs.
Yes.
We're
That
just
is
looking at the-
right.
We're putting the honey part, looking at the honey part first.
Bit of smoke in there, bud.
Well, this is honeycomb, and it hasn't got anything in it. It's just the comb. Here, Daddy is separating the individual frames so that he can pull them out and have a look without upsetting any of the bees.
Yes. That is what he is doing.
Smoke like that, you can
There you
hear
go,
the
bud.
bees reacting to it, but I don't think that the sound will come across on the phone very well.
Now Daddy is pulling another one out, which is, as you can see there is a lot of honey in there. There's a lot of honey in there. There is a lot, isn't there?
So there's some capped ones. See this stuff here? That's the capped honey. And this stuff here hasn't been capped yet by the bees.
Yeah, because now he's still working on it.
They're still working to make sure that it's got the right consistency.
Yes.
And this side's mostly uncapped, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
These bees are a lot bigger than the other bees we were looking at before.
Yes.
Right, Daddy's got to take the top box off now.
Yep.
What's the bottom box called, Daddy?
The brood box.
And what's brood?
That's all the baby bees.
And who lays the baby bees?
The queen bee does.
So we're just separating the 2 boxes now, because the bees like to use their wax to seal them up so it's nice and tight, so that they know that
So
other
no breeze
insects
gets in there.
lose temperature. If Anthony just puts his finger up there next to this one, see how much bigger that bee is compared to those other tiny little bees?
Yes.
They're so big. And these bees come from a part of the world which are much, much colder. That's why they're bigger. Because they need to be bigger to tolerate the cooler weather.
Watch out, bud.
people have brought them all over the world because they're very good bees at making honey.
Yes, they are.
The queen can't go into that top box because we've got a little bit of mesh that stops her getting through because she's a lot bigger than the other bees, and that stops her laying eggs in the top, so we can harvest the honey without eating any baby bees by accident. So they're a bit cranky at the moment. You can hear it. So there's some bees in here that are cleaning out empty cells. Like, just turn around like that one there. And there's some big fat ones like that one. That one's a boy bee. They look a bit like blowflies. And the little tiny ones, they're just workers. And they're girls, but they don't lay any eggs. In fact, the boys don't have stingers, just the girls. There's some honey for them to eat, and there's a lot of capped cells. You can just see in there the little baby eggs in the empty cells. Some pollen on it. Oh, I found her! There's the queen. Right there with the very long bum. See how long her bum is compared to all the other bees? And see, all the other bees get out of her way because she's got a very important job to do to keep the whole hive
She's the queen.
working. What's the rule when you're doing beekeeping, Anthony? Not to squish any bees.
Yeah.
Slow and steady, hey.
Yeah, because then they will sting. Because then they will sting with their stingers.
Careful not to squish any bees while we put the frames all back in the same spot they were in. Because they mostly lay eggs on the inside frames.
Put honey on the outside.